it's expensive, and I feel like I hate it right now at this moment. I'm like, oh, God. Hi everyone, tomorrow is my second visit at the orthodontist, and it's the first visit where they will be giving me my Invisalign aligners. So around 4 or 5 weeks ago, I went for the first visit where they did all the pictures and scans of my teeth, and yeah, I actually went to a few different orthodontists, and I decided to just go with the last one I went to, just because I felt like that was the right fit. I feel like that's pretty important because a few different times I went, I just didn't really trust the doctor. So if you're gonna commit for almost 2 years, I feel like it's pretty important to just, I guess, get along with your orthodontist and trust them, because if you don't trust them, I feel like you're probably not gonna be really committed to go with your treatment. You have to keep your aligners on for around 22 hours per day. You can only take it off whenever you eat or drink colorful drinks. So I have overbite. I'm gonna show you the clips where you can see better how it looks. But I have overbite. I guess I wouldn't say that my misalignment is too severe. Like you can't really tell, like if you're looking straight like this, but you can kind of see here, like it's not great. And I've been long overdue for braces. But like I said, I just didn't find the right fit, and I've just been postponing this and postponing, for months and months. Like I had my first Invisalign visit like 4 years ago. I didn't really like the doctor. I went to a second orthodontist, and again, I had really scammy vibes. Like I didn't trust them, so I decided to give up for a while, and then I went to another orthodontist, and they were okay, but I don't know, there were few things that I just didn't feel like it was right. And then finally I found my current orthodontist. He just felt very genuine, and it seems like it was the right fit, and I felt confident that he will get me the best results that I can get. And also they did tell me that if Invisalign won't work for me, they will give me regular metal braces at no cost, which is a pretty great advantage here, because otherwise I would have to pay the same amount of money for metal braces. So it's pretty great that I don't have to worry about it, in case Invisalign wouldn't work for me, in case, I maybe not be wearing it as long as I should. But of course, I will try to do what I can to keep those aligners on my teeth as long as I can, because I want to get the right results, and I want to get the results as fast as possible. But that's just something, I was always worried that I do have that overbite and misalignment that I feel like it's not as easy to fix with Invisalign as some different issues with misalignment. So I always worried about it. So because they told me that, I don't feel like I'm that stressed anymore. If Invisalign won't work, I will have metal braces at no cost, because Invisalign is not cheap. I'll go over the cost in more detail if you're guys interested, but it came up to around $6,000, and my insurance actually covers $2,000 out of it, so I will be paying around $4,000 out of pocket. And they do offer payments plans, so I did pay $500 for a down payment, and I'll be paying around $175 a month for 18 months at 0% APR. So I think that's a pretty good deal. I also had an experience with Candid, which is like a knockoff Invisalign. I actually almost went through with them, and I canceled it the last second. I had the scans. They sent me all the visualizations, and I'm probably gonna make another video on that, because there were some very off things, and I'm happy that I didn't go through with them. Okay, I'm like 10 minutes late, but I gotta go into the office. I'm super nervous, but hopefully it's gonna be all good. Okay, so as you can see, I have aligners on and I feel like it's very hard to talk like without a lisp. They also gave me a bag of goodies with also my aligners and cases and stuff like that, that they told me to actually keep one in the car, keep one in the at home, and the other one always with me, because apparently those aligners are very attractive for dogs. So I just have to be really careful, like where I'm placing them. I just need to remember, because they really don't want you to lose them, especially that, like, I have my first aligner set, and like they tell you to, you know, keep the older ones just for a few days in case, you know, it's too uncomfortable, or you lose, you know, the pair you're currently wearing. So it's always good to keep them. I was practicing at the office here, putting them on, taking them off. It's not that easy, but I think I'm gonna get a hang of it. Like you need to like just practice your technique, and I feel like I'm getting used to like those aligners already, because when I was talking in the office, I was trying to schedule another visit. I was like, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't talk. It was so awful. But I feel like I'm getting used to it already, which is nice. So that's good, because like for a second I was like, oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk. But I think I'm getting used to it, so that's good. It doesn't hurt. I thought it would hurt. I don't know why. Like I watched some videos on Invisalign and they said, oh, it's gonna hurt, you're gonna feel pressure. There is small pressure, like slight pressure, but it's not like painful. Okay, I have my Invisalign aligners on. I'm so self-conscious whenever I put them on and I start to talk. It's just like I have a hard time with S's. So whenever I say yes, it's kind of lispy. I'm having a hard time adjusting, like mentally, to have those braces. It's crazy, but it's very hard for me to take the bottom ones off. The top ones just came off fine, but the bottom ones, I can get the sides off and then it gets stuck here in the middle. So I have to just, I don't know, like get a better technique or something. I think I heard some people have special tools to help them remove aligners. I'll have to look into it, because it's definitely a problem with my bottom one. Like it takes me a few minutes, which is like kind of, you know, frustrating whenever you're running late, you know, meeting with someone to grab lunch or something, and it's just like I'm stuck trying to get these off. Yeah, so first day, like very hard for me emotionally. I never had braces, I never had retainers, I never had anything on my teeth. Yeah, so it's very weird for me to have that feeling. It doesn't really hurt. It does. I still feel pressure whenever I put them on, which is good. You're supposed to, you know, feel something, right? But no pain. It's more like emotional pain that I'm not free anymore. I have those braces on my teeth, and I feel like I feel like you can hear that that I have those on. I mean, I've been talking to people and like, oh, I don't hear anything. I can't tell you have Invisalign on. Also, I went for lunch to get Indian food, and then I'm like, oh no, it's curry. It's gonna totally stain my attachments. Not the aligners, but those points here. It didn't. I was just so scared. Like every bite I was taking, I was like, oh no, it's staining my attachments. And then I also bit my lip like 10 times. I mean, it's really not that bad. It's really hard for me to process it, that this is my reality. And I know that I'm gonna get used to it, and I'm not gonna talk with lisp, hopefully. hopefully. That's my update for the day. I installed some apps on my phone, Trayminder and Invisalign app, just to see like what it can offer me. With Trayminder, I can basically take picture of my smile, and it's gonna also remind me, and it's gonna tell me how long I was wearing these. Like I put every break I take from wearing Invisalign, so it tells me like how long I wear them for, which is pretty convenient. Originally I wanted to use just the Stapper app, but I will never remember. So I think this is just more convenient. And of course, it's not sponsored. Nothing is sponsored. I'm paying for everything. But the apps are free. If I'm not mentioning that the video is sponsored, then it's not sponsored. But again, like I get comments sometimes like, oh, you're lying. They paid you to say that. Yeah, no, I really wish, because it's not cheap. Which I guess a part of it, that's why I'm kind of like super stressed out, because it's expensive, and I feel like I hate it right now at this moment. I'm like, God, I have a very hard time taking pills, and I was hoping I would be able to take the pills when with my aligners on, but it was too hard, so I had to take them off. It's very hard for me today, so hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna feel better, and maybe it's gonna be easier for me to take these off.